Well, hello there, Capricorn. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about November. We're going to be doing the full overview, so it'll have 4 weeks, 4 columns of cards, and then 3 rows, where you are, what's blocking, what your solution is, as per usual. And then we'll go in depth at the end of this video on the very first week of November, which is the 2nd through the 8th. All right, so stick around. It's going to get interesting. All right, let's go ahead and light a candle. First, to help get the good energies flowing, we're using the Sri Yantra chakra candle. So it has all the beautiful colors of the different chakras in it. And it's just really got good vibes. All right. So yes, this is the all dimensions of the universe candle. Ta-da! So we're incorporating all of that good vibes into our reading. And I think that will help a lot. Okay? So I have a couple of messages for my guides for you for this month. All 12 signs are being told the same thing. It's going to be really important for us to stay very on point and very active in this month so that we are making lists and checking things off and really staying on track, okay? Because this is, there's a lot to get distracted by. And we don't want to get too distracted. We want to stay on mission, right? Whatever we're working towards, we're going to keep doing what we do. For a lot of us, we're just another cog in the wheel. But if we don't do our thing, guess what? The wheel won't go. So we have to keep doing our part to keep things moving. All right. So that's going to be very important for us to do what we do because the universe needs us. Okay. The other thing to know is that we are also working on our relationships and our bonds with people, and we're building them up. Okay, we want to build those bonds and make closer connections with people so that we have, whether we're near or far with our family, our boss, our relationships, whatever's going on with the people who we hold near and dear in our lives, we want to maintain a connection. We want to talk to them ear to ear. We want to be able to know that they're there to support us, even if things get a little weird for us, or we maybe start to forget who we are. We want to call them up and say, hey, this is what's going on, blah, 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 blah. And they go, oh, wait. Yeah, well, here we are. Or exactly, I'm exactly there. So don't be afraid. You're in a good spot and you're okay and you are still cared for. So that's the kind of bonding we're doing, and we want to be able to take that with us everywhere we go because that's what we want to do. All right? Excellent. So why don't we go ahead and get into some cards and get you a guiding card for the month, all right, Capricorn? So we're going to use this beautiful Mythic Tarot. All right, let's go ahead and pull out one of these guys. Just for you, this will be a card we look at every single week when we come back throughout the month of November. The card we choose is representing something that you need to know every week so that it will guide you through the month, all right? A piece of information. So let's go ahead and put that here. And your guiding card for the month is the King of Wands. You have supporters. You have male energy folks around you who are of like mind, very down to earth and easygoing, who can and will keep you grounded in your world. If you start to get too big for your britches, they will knock you right back down. Not in a bad way, but in a joking and fun way. They are like brothers from other mothers, and they are the people who fill your heart and make you feel very much like a person who is exactly who you are. So they are your posse. Your posse is here for you. You need to keep connected to your posse all month long. All right? Excellent. I'm going to put that right there. Very nice. And we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. All right? So we're going to use these cards for the overview, but I'm going to go ahead and pull out one of these guys. The Morgan-Greer Tarot is what this deck is. So we want to get one of these out, and it'll be our mystery card for the end of the reading. All right. This card here is going to set aside and be waiting for us at the end of the overview. We'll let our good boy Woody pay attention to it and keep an eye on it for us. And of course, we'll see that at the end of the reading. All right. But right now we're going to go ahead and do the overview with this Tempest deck. Okay, so we'll have 4 cards representing the 4 weeks of November. And the first row is where you're at. The second row is going to be what's blocking you. And the third row will be your solution. All right? So pay attention to what's going on here. All these cards are going to come back in other readings because we're going to go in deep week after week. And these will all come back. Okay? So you will see them again even after this overview. All right? So let's go ahead and talk about what is going on for the 2nd through the 8th of November. For you, Capricorn, we have the 8 of Swords. Not feeling 100% in control of what's going on, are you? Feeling frustrated and unclear about how you can better assert yourself. But you have an idea, don't you? You have an idea about how you want things to be going. I want you to go over to your boss and say, hey man, check it out. And then you share a beautiful idea about how to do a thing. 95% you, okay? But only put 5% of them on there, like chocolate sprinkles, right? Let them know that you understand their aesthetic, whether it's their bean counters and they really want everything to be super budget conscious, and you're going to show them all the different ways that you've made sure your idea is budget conscious. If it's about reach or whatever, and you're going to find ways and means to show them that you're going to be paying attention to the thing they care about the most, whether it helps people, whatever he cares about the most, you'll put it on there, okay? And he's going to think you're great. He's going to think, wow, I had a beautiful idea. He will claim your idea. Don't be mad. He will claim your idea, and then he will have you be in charge of it because you're the one handling the situation and you are going to make things happen in a very big way. So congratulations. You are going to be in charge of the thing. You will not be stuck in your power anymore, and it will be your idea. Most people are already going to know it's your idea, so don't worry so much about the credit situation. But your boss will think it's his, and that's fine. Do remember, know that where you're blocked this week is remembering lessons from your past. So you might be stepping into something again that you've done before that didn't work the first time. Eeks. So be cautious and be careful as you're plotting and planning your situation. Maybe run it past some of your posse, and your posse will say, hey, wait. You've done that before. It didn't go well. And they'll help you reframe it and come up with a new plan. That's my idea. I would like you to circumnavigate this project by talking to your posse, okay? But yeah, we have the Lovers here. The Lovers here is telling me that there is a relationship situation that's coming up as part of your solution. So if you're not feeling terribly in control within the relationship, one more time, make it seem like it's their idea. And yeah, you can end up coming back around to this thing. It seems like an ex may be coming back into your world for some of my Capricorns. You know, you can do what you want to do and you'll be who you want to be. But yeah, remembering lessons from the past is hard. So you might be going back to something that was more tumultuous and difficult than you thought it should be. And you'll remember pretty quick. Okay, so it'll be all up in your face, whatever you're getting back into. Okay, so interesting. Pay attention to what that all is. It could all be relationship oriented, Capricorn. So if it's not, I'd like to say that if this is business, you're going to definitely be having a partnership situation at work where not sex. I'm saying partnership. So you will be working closely with somebody, even though you're in charge. So you will have somebody to work with on your project, okay? But this is starting to feel really relationship-oriented for some of you. So no, you're not in charge, but you're going to make it seem like they're the boss, and you'll get to do what you want to do, but you're not remembering anything from the past, and it's an ex that's coming back. So be careful, be gentle with yourself, and see what you get yourself into, okay? This card here is talking about how for the week of the 9th through the 15th, we are looking to make things more fair for you and for other people. So you're just going to try and work some things out, okay? Maybe you're doing that within the relationship situation, and that would be kind of wonderful to see you try and even things out and make it more fair for all. There won't be anything to celebrate in the mix, so things could get a little weird. Even as you're making things more fair, you'll feel a loss of some sort, and so will they. So fair doesn't mean everybody's winning. It means somebody's losing and somebody else is losing. So, yikes, right? But you do have all the tools at your disposal to make anything happen that you need to. So this is really cool. I like that you're able to make anything happen that you need to because you're quite capable. And it's about being proactive and making it happen, all right? So you're going to handle it, and it's going to get very clean and nice and tidy. There could be legal documents involved, so be aware of that. And it's going to be interesting, all right? So let's look at this card here. We're talking about the 16th through the 22nd. And the 16th through the 22nd, you are going to be gifted with responsibility. Here, you do it. Okay, cool. So, yeah, this could be something that you wanted to be in charge of. This could be something that you have been wanting to get going in a while, but it's finally happening and you're finally being cut loose from the leash. Let's get him off the leash or her off the leash so she can go proactively make things happen. And you can and you will, and it's going to be very fast. It's going to be interesting for you, okay? So be aware of that. We have the Page of Wands, not able, blocking you. This is something you need to learn. Blocking you and take the class or do the thing, it will stop you from moving forward where you want to, okay? So you need to be proactive in learning whatever it is you need to learn, okay? This will stop you in your tracks if you don't know what the heck you're doing, okay? Probably something to do with what you're being put in charge of, all right? But yeah, once you've done that learning, there's absolutely the Ace of Wands. You're going to have an inspiration. Huzzah! Ooh, look at me. I have a new idea about how to handle this power. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. You're thinking about ways and means to make it work, and it's going to be really kind of neato. So good for you. Obviously, the class is important. It does slow you down, but it's important for you to end up with your inspiration, all right? Cool. And now the 23rd through the 29th of November, you are indeed, nice, the Ace of Cups, the gift of love. There is either somebody you know is getting pregnant or has gotten pregnant. Somebody you know you could be entering into a new relationship. This would be a new relationship, not an old relationship, but this could be the gift of love in the moment. I mean, there's a potential maybe for you to have an old relationship turn into love, but you'll have to wait and see how that plays. I'm not going to push that button until, you know, we get closer and further into the extended readings. But you have this gift of love coming your way. I'm very happy for you. I think it's going to be really a nice thing. This is pure joy. This could be a new pet coming your way as well, something that would add dimension and intensity to your life in a very positive way, not the other way, right? It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Yay. This card here is talking about what's blocking you this week. You're not going to have a mind meld. Other people are not going to agree with you about what's going on here, whether it's the baby or the relationship or whatever. You're going to have some naysayers who are just not going to be wanting to hear about it or talk about it. So the King of Wands, your posse is not going to be totally stoked about what you're doing here, which kind of harkens back to the possibility of it being an ex coming back. And it feels like love. Careful, careful. Because there's also the opportunity to finish things up so you can start something new. Ha-ha. So this could actually be very cool, where you finish up an old relationship so that you can start something new. All right? And I wouldn't be mad about that at all. For you, it could also be finishing a project that you were working on, whatever this little situation over here was last week. You could be completing it and getting on towards, like, maybe you had to finish up doing it a certain way so that you could do it your new way, and now you're completing those things and moving forward. I really like that. Very good. All right. Well, good for you, Capricorn. I love this for you. This is going to be great stuff. I'm going to go ahead and save these cards over here for you. We will see these again soon. They are going to come back up for us in each of the subsequent readings for the rest of the month. All right? I do bring them back. So let's go ahead and look at these three cards, all about November 2nd through the 8th. All right? And we're going to go ahead and add these cards, which is the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot, and we'll see what's coming up for you to add more dimension to this reading. All right? All of these decks have been pre-programmed for you. Don't be alarmed. Everything is cool. All right. So let's go ahead and get after this. Let's see if it changes a little bit, right? So Eight of Swords was talking about you wanting to be more in control of a situation and wanting to create that situation for yourself. So you went over to the boss or the person in charge or the person who's typically making all the shots, and you shared your idea. You're like, here, I have this idea. And you let them have a little bit of something about themselves on it so that they think it's their idea. And sure enough, they're going to claim the idea and then let you be in charge of it because you know what's going on because it's, of course, your idea. So that's cool. You are being, of course, gifted with responsibility. Ta-da! There will be more put on your plate at this time. You were pretty much asking for it. So then when they gifted it to you, you were like, yeah, I'm ready. Thank you very much. I got this. And the foundation of your heart is getting more stabilized at this time. You're feeling more comfortable in your body, comfortable in your skin. I feel like things are settling down in a way that they haven't in a while. So you're starting to trust yourself and your ideas, and the fact that you are worthy, again, is starting to come across for you. So you're feeling pretty good about who you are and what you're bringing to the table anymore. And you know, maybe you're starting to feel like you have something more to offer in other areas, maybe relationship-wise. So that's cool. I like that. That's a comfort level that comes and goes. It doesn't always stay the same. And so you may have gone through a period of time where you're like, you know, I got no interest in relationships at all because I don't think I have what I need. I don't know if I have anything to offer. I'm just not there. And so maybe you are now. Cool. You are, this Three of Wands is in the area of where you're blocked. You are not remembering lessons from the past, so you are probably about to step into something you've seen before and just not paying attention. You've seen it before, you know what it is, but you're going to step into it anyway, okay? Be aware that you've forgotten lessons from your past, okay? The Tower shows up blocking you. Things are going to not fall in the way that you want them to. They're going to keep, there will be distractions. There will be things pushing in different directions that are going to be falling, like other things will be falling together. Like, oh my God, there's so many opportunities to do different things. There are going to be distractions from what you're doing or from other relationships. So you're going to be distracted. Even though you're getting ready to step into it, something will steer you off. This is going to steer you off the mess at this point. And you're not in a position to talk about your money or have your money be good right now. You have enough money to take care of yourself, but not a whole lot of money, okay? So you're not talking about it. It's blocking you right now. Even if you do have money, that money is earmarked for other things, and you are not in a position to fiddle with it and take care of it. So as things start to get tumultuous and bumpy in some area, and you're not remembering any of the lessons, things are going to get a little weird, okay? So just be aware of that. And of course, this is you being a little vulnerable in this moment. I think that's part of what this is about. You're feeling comfortable in yourself, but so you're letting your guard down a little bit. Hey, I'm going to let my guard down while all this stuff is going a little bonkers. And you're going to be around somebody that might have been an ex, might be somebody you've been around before, sharing information and feeling kind of maybe like some pseudo support in the process, and it's going to feel interesting to you, and it's going to make things interesting in a new way, all right, or in an old way, but you're not going to remember what that was, and you're going to maybe step into it again, but it won't help you. We have the Eight of Swords twice. Interesting. Ha-ha. Stuck in your power twice over. So it's not only where you are, but it's also your solution. So maybe you being stuck in your power is a good thing in some ways. Maybe you're being stuck in your power, but getting out of it at work. Great. But you're stuck in your power within the relationship, and it's reminding you, oh, wait a minute. I'm not necessarily in charge in this situation. Huh. Interesting. And now we have the Hanged Man. seeing that you aren't being able to look at, well, you're looking at things and things are pretty much going along the way you want them to, but at the same time, there's something there that's not 100% the way you like it. And if you over-focus on that one little thing, it will actually remind you of everything you were forgetting. But seeing as you're in a situation right now where you're kind of really into it, you're into looking at things differently. You want to look at it from other people's perspectives, and it's giving you interesting insights. I'm not mad at you for looking at it in a different way. Even as you're stuck in your power, you're like, okay, wait a minute. Now you're maybe looking at it from their point of view and understanding some of how your behaviors weren't necessarily awesome either. So you're maybe recognizing your own personal fault in the situation or in the relationship, which could help heal the situation, depending on how you react. Capricorn, you have a choice. And you can be in charge of that just by deciding whether or not you want to be a person who owns their shit or not. So be aware of that. This could be a very interesting time for you, Capricorn. Be careful what you're getting yourself involved here. All right. Let's go ahead and get this wonderful Path of the Soul card that will help us figure out more information. I think you'll like these cards. They're different than usual. All right. What do we have for Capricorn? This one. All right. So let's see what we get. All right. Set these aside. Ooh. All right. My goodness. Yes, there's a lot going on here, don't you think? What I'm getting from this card is that you might be your own worst enemy. There is something about this card that speaks to like the green goddesses, but they're also healing. But I'm really more getting that you're not allowing yourself to heal yourself, right? You could let things heal up. You could heal this relationship. But there's something in here. I also see horns showing me that there's something about you that doesn't want to heal it. You might want to let it be as messy as it ever was. And even though you see that, oh, I might have done some things wrong, and I might take a different tack with this situation, I could heal this whole situation by acting differently. But there's part of you that's like, nah, I'm just going to be me. And as it is, they'll take me or they'll leave me. And that'll be just fine. So there's a whole lot of no in you. I feel like you're still got grenades in you. There's part of you that just doesn't feel like you want to do anything to change. So pay attention to what that is for you. Horns aren't very wrong for you because you, of course, are the goat. So that's your stubborn nature. So stay aware, stay cognizant while you're doing this, even though you're not remembering any of the lessons from the past. You're basically stepping back into it and having an opportunity to change, but maybe not gonna, maybe not gonna, okay? So what does Woody got going on, right? What does Woody got for you? All right, we're talking about other people are noticing you and thinking about you for ways and means to make more money. So they might want to give you a higher paying job. They might want to give you more responsibility. They may want to do higher responsibility, but you want to make sure they get paid for it too, okay? So it will be important for you to pay attention to the wage situation. And also, yeah, there could be other people thinking about you for more money. So if this is an ex coming back into your world, she may be romancing you a little bit to try and soften you up so that she can then ask you for more money, okay? So just be aware and think that through. It'll be interesting as it comes through for you. Let's get you a pocket full of rocks, all right? Let's see what's coming through. All right, we have amethyst, we have tiger eye, and we have green garnet. All right, so green garnet is a third chakra stone, and it's all about, the third chakra is all about feelings, emotions, and memories, as I was taught. And so when you have green garnet here, we're talking about some nuts and bolts feelings and emotions and memories that you can work on healing, okay? This is very tactile, very in the moment, very current feelings and emotions that are being brought back up to the surface. They're past emotions and feelings that are coming back up to the surface with current events, okay? So they're being triggered, they're being yanked out from the ground underneath in your heart, okay? So, or your third chakra. So these are, it's sort of tumultuous, but it's healing, okay? So these things are coming up quickly, like someone's pulling weeds out of your third chakra, and it's healing them, because I think you're seeing something about yourself, you're understanding something about yourself, which is healing you. Will it change your behavior? That's up to you, okay? You get to decide how you behave, but I'm just sharing what I'm getting, all right? Now, we have amethyst, which is a 6th chakra stone, and it's all about your third eye. So when you meditate with amethyst on your third eye, you're going to find that, which is just between your eyebrows and up a little bit on your forehead. So very nice. When you put this stone right there and meditate with it, you will be able to see yourself and your energy within your world and what you're doing immediately on the daily basis, and receive visions and messages for how to behave and how to make things easier for yourself. This might be a really good time to do some of that. Nice. There is some purple in here. It's a good place for some amethyst. We have the green and the purple. Nice. Tiger eye is here. It's a 7th chakra stone. This is one that you meditate with above your head, where your 7th chakra is, just on the top of your head, and it will influence whether or not you're receiving messages from your better angels and guides. So you can receive messages if you tell the universe, hey, while you're in meditation, I would really like to receive a message from my better angels and guides. What do they think I should be doing? And they'll come and talk to you, and it'll be awesome. You might even have a little chat. Don't be afraid to have a chat with your own higher self if you want to. This is another good way to do that. All right, I'm going to put these stones down right here. You don't have to carry those if you don't want to, but, you know, if you want to, that's always a good choice. Yes, Capricorn, they're here, and they're ready to help if you want to. But if you want to do anything else, that's cool too. I'm going to have you make a comment to me. Write me a note. Tell me how things are going. I'm here for you. You can talk about your relationship stuff. You can talk about the rocks. You can talk about the reading itself. You can talk about anything you want. I would love to have a communication with you, and you keep me up to date on what's going on with you, because I think you matter, okay? And I know that you're working really hard to take care of what's going on, and it's getting complicated, right? So I'm here for you in whatever way you need me to be. Thank you again for your likes, shares, and subscribes. You all matter to me. It really changes the way that my channel grows, and I'm excited to see it. So thank you again. If you haven't looked down into the description box, the best way to get there is to look at the title for this reading, and now there's in the lower right hand corner, there's a little more button. I want you to hit that little more button, and kaboom, there's a whole bunch of information that's going to be dropped right there all over your phone, your screen, or whatever. And it's super cool, because what happens now is you can see all the decks that I use. You can get them on Amazon or Etsy. You'll also find a calendar of events that'll show you where I'll be in the country, when, at what Renaissance fairs, and you can come on out to the Renaissance fair and get an in-person reading from me, which would be super fun for me and for you. The other thing you'll find is, if you can't make it out to the fair, I totally understand. You just go ahead and book a private reading over the phone, and there's a link for that down there, and I'll take good care of you over the phone, all right? You can be in your jammies and still get good information, all right? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the one and the all of you. We will talk next week about the 9th through the 5th Capricorn, and I will see you then. Okay? Thank you.